Hi, I'm Countess Diamond and I am a dominatrix from Bristol. A dominatrix, I think that means a different thing to lots of different people, but if we're going to boil it down to a sentence, it's a dominant person, usually a woman, who enjoys making her submissive slaves, pets, feel all sorts of different feelings for their pleasure, their mutual pleasure. A typical day for me, well, I like to get up really early, probably about 5, half 5, and get to the gym. And then by the time I've done an hour or 2 hours of working out, I'll be back home, parental responsibilities, sort the school run out, breakfast and everything, and then my working day really begins. So by about 9:30, I'm sat in my office, or I'm en route to a destination and I'm filming, or I'm content editing, or I'm meeting with various different platforms or politicians. I have so much on at the moment. But it's wonderful to be so busy and so kind of abundant with work. So yeah, a typical day for me usually sort of something around that, and then I finish at about sort of 6 o'clock. Again, parental duties and kind of bedtime stories, nighttime, and then it's back to work at about 9 p.m. The different ways to serve me, it really depends what you want. If you want a deep, meaningful and committed relationship, then you're going to have to be those things too. And you have to get in touch with me, impress me, stand out amongst all of the other people who want to do the same thing. But if you just want to see some of my content, or enjoy some of my merchandise or my videos or whatever, then I'm across all sorts of different platforms. Do I have any areas of speciality? Well, I didn't realise it, but I'm an extremely effective femdom. I'm very good at financial domination, and I think it's because I'm not all too greedy. There's lots of falsehoods within the femdom community and lots of greed and manipulation, but the way I see financial domination is an arrangement between two people, and it's how you enjoy yourself in that arrangement that makes that person enjoy themselves. So it's not about total money, but it's about total control, and I will take complete control. I won't take all the money yet. Is there a community of dominatrixes? Yeah, there is. As I've kind of matured into the industry and found my feet, I found that there is a really gorgeous kind of sisterhood and sibling feeling that you get with all the other people who work in the same industry that you do. And there's also the Sex Workers Union, which is an amazing place to kind of get everyone to come together to fight the right fight for decriminalisation of sex work in the UK. What's coming soon for Diamond? That's a really good question, and I'm not entirely sure. So this year just gone, I travelled to sort of 10 different countries, hundreds of submissives, events, speaking events, news articles, appearing on BBC, which was crazy. I spoke at the Sex Tech conference as well in Berlin, which was wonderful, and not forgetting the EU Parliament in Brussels. And I just don't know how can you possibly top that? That's such an incredible year. But I suppose what would be next is I think I want to do more in terms of automation. And now this might sound strange. Why would I want to automate? I'm a living, breathing human, and I'm enjoying this domination that I'm in. But I do feel that there is a market and a need for people to communicate with a dominatrix that isn't actually there. They want communication right now, and they can pay and have it as long as it's clearly communicated that it is an automated service. I think there's nothing wrong with that. And actually I think it's important that the people that benefit from the image of a dominant woman on the internet is a dominant woman on the internet, and I plan on using artificial intelligence to develop my voice and develop an app and a bot that speaks to people in the exact same manner that I do. I want to profit off of my image and my work, and I don't see why I can't. What advice would I give to someone just starting out in the industry? I'd probably suggest that they find themselves a mentor. That's really important for establishing yourself in the community and understanding those unwritten rules that we don't perhaps share so openly with lifestylers. You know, there are unwritten rules of femdom. It's not the Illuminati, but it's nearly there. And I would suggest as well to those who have been in the industry for a long time to reevaluate what they're doing and perhaps not do everything the same way they've always done it. I do actually provide a pretty cool service to a lot of sex tech entrepreneurs and dominatrixes, which is an analysis and evaluation of everything they've done so far and what they can do to change and make their website or their brand better. The top selling product in my merchandise store. Well, actually, that would be the debt contract, the debt game. Everybody loves playing that one. It's really cool. You sign up, and it's like £10 to sign up, and then that goes towards paying off your debt. And let's say your debt is £100, you buy a gift card, and that covers your debt payments. And yeah, it's really cool. And then probably the second most popular thing in the merchandise store is the chastity key ring, which is really fab. Yeah, I love that I have a merchandise store. It just feels very bougie. My style of femdom is actually pretty relaxed, pretty chilled. And actually, when I started in the industry quite some time ago, I didn't see anyone creating femdom content and engaging in femdom in the way I was. And I'm sure they were out there. I just never discovered them. But I was saying things that felt very unusual, actually, compared to the other people who were out, you know, on Twitter and things back in the day. And now that style is much more welcome, and I'm really happy to see that. This kind of gentle coercion, manipulation without, you know, beating someone into doing something for you. And of course that has their place. There is a place for that in femdom. You know, it's very much do what I say just because I said it. But I really enjoy the style of femdom that's, you know, like a very slow seduction, a coercion, a come and do that for me, honey bunny, you know, almost like a femme fatale. And I'm, yeah, really, really happy to see that there's so many more people who are perhaps, I don't know, do we call it ethical femdom? No, we don't call it that, actually, because the other side of femdom is not unethical at all. So maybe gentle femdom is the way. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm really happy with the style that I create, and so happy to help people and see people do the same thing. I get lots of ladies, particularly, who contact me saying, "Oh my God, tell me everything. How do you do this?" And yeah, I mean, I don't mind helping out. That's fine. They're welcome to share the knowledge. What one question do people always ask me? Actually, I get a lot of questions about where can I find a dominant like you? You know, where can I find a mistress? Aside from Googling mistress near me, you know, mistress here, mistress there, I think you just need to be prepared to play the long game. Prepare yourself to wait and find the right person for you, because there's so many mistresses across the whole world, and each submissive is completely different, and the way they gel together is, it's just so many unknowns that you can't predict or plan such relationships. And also the relationships are so intense as well, so you need to make sure that that person is safe and doing things in the right way. And I have seen some awful things, and I suppose if I'm going to help you in any way, I should probably communicate some red flags. Red flags. Okay, if a mistress says that she owns you without even meeting you, without knowing you for more than a year, red flag. If a mistress pushes your boundaries and gets you to do things that you have communicated are not your thing or you're not comfortable with, immediate red flag, immediate. Also, if they don't want to do things safely, so if there's no safe word, red flag, big one, huge red flag. What else? do you know what? I would just generally avoid people who seem to engage in drama and bitterness and kind of one-upmanship and things like that. Find yourself a confident and secured dominatrix who doesn't need to publicly be in spats and, cause drama. Someone who is assured in their own confidence and they don't need to create limelight on the internet. They just do their thing. But you know what? It's going to be hard to find them. It'll be worth the wait. Oh, on social media, yeah, I get a lot, but most of the time I'm not logged in, it's someone else. It's usually my assistant or my social media team or my PR team. So it's not actually me that you're sending that message to. So if you do get a response, it is me. But that's very, very rare. If you want to speak to me, if you want a relationship to begin and go anywhere, in any way, the very first thing you need to do is to subscribe to one of my subscription-based platforms. I prefer loyal fans. And subscribe there and say hello. That is the only way you're ever going to speak directly to me. I don't respond to, hi mistress, you there, hi, heart emoji. Nope, I get thousands. I'm a busy woman. If you want to be in my life, you come at it from the way I prefer, which is at least through loyal fans. Thank you so much for talking with me. It's been really nice to catch up with you. If you want to speak to me any further, it's countessdiamond.co.uk.